Hello, my Libra Kings. I'm going to do a reading just for my brothers tonight. I was trying to get ready for bed and I was falling asleep, kind of. And I kept seeing a King of Swords and an Empress and a King of Wands and a King of Swords and an Empress and a King of Wands over and over and over and over. And I was like, okay. I was like, what air sign is bugging me that's dealing with an Empress? Or is, a Libra feminine dealing with a masculine who's being really detached and a bachelor with them? And I listened and I listened, and my guide said, no, it's your kings. It's your Libra kings. And I was like, it's my kings? Okay, then. The energy is fresh. I have to do a reading for my brothers right now. I do have males or masculine identifying Libras in the collective. So this is for my Libra masculines, my brothers. It is good for the sun, rising, moon, or Venus sign of Libra. As always, you guys, this is a general message, so it will not resonate with all of you, okay? If you're a cross watcher, this is for my guys, and then I'm reading for Libra, so please keep it classy in the comments, okay? Like if a Libra masculine is doing you wrong, I get it. They can apologize for themselves. I can't apologize for them. Don't tell me your whole goddamn life story about how some Libra masculine did you wrong. Everybody does somebody wrong sometimes. This is Libra Nation, so don't bash on a Libra here or I'll ban you from the channel, period, the end. Sorry, I don't mean to, be bitchy, but I'm very protective of the sign, whatever sign I'm reading for. Like if you're a Pisces, I will treat you like gold too. All right, I'll stop bitching. Let's get into it, you guys. They wanted me to use my Soul Truth deck for you guys and my Angel Oracle deck for you guys, my Romance Angel Oracle deck. And I was like, oh, my guys are emotional. They're pretty deep. This could be the one came in reverse. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So I think this is a person that you've already met and you've dealt with, but it flipped into the reverse. All these cards flipped into the reverse on their own when they came out of the deck. So I think you're like, no, like I had a thing for this person, but I don't know that they're the one. Chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. I think there is chemistry between the two of you, but I don't think it's enough to keep you going and honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. You could have been planning to go on a vacation with this person, maybe in Venice. You can take me. Just kidding. Free tarot on a boat. I'm just amazing tonight. Sorry. So maybe you were planning a vacation with them, but you've canceled that, or the honeymoon phase is now over. I do have playfulness at the bottom of the deck to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So maybe you're feeling more playful now. Maybe you want to put some stuff behind you. If you want to recapture something in this relationship, try to add some playfulness, okay? One of you or both of you. The Soul Truth deck, the first card that came out was, what risk can I take today? And it was funny. Typically, when I read these cards, I read it as though, Spirit saying, take a risk. What have you got to lose? So for some of you, if you're trying to get back out there, because I do have a challenge for you as the Ten of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So the challenge is getting over pain and getting back on that pony and having a good time, right? Or maybe someone was a player and hurt you, or someone wasn't ready to settle down. The challenge could be getting back out there. So for some of you, you're having a hard time taking a risk moving forward with a specific person or just anyone in general. But when I read for masculines, the energy feels so cool. It's so different. I'm a woman, so I hear your guides in a different way. And they were very pragmatic. They were like, no, 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 no. They're really asking themselves this, Carrie Lee, like, can I take a risk today on this? For some of you, that answer is no, really strongly no. And then another question they want you to ask yourself, really ask yourself these questions. Am I in my head or am I in my heart? We want to kind of be in both. You need to check in with your heart, and then you need to check in with your head. This comes very naturally to a Libra because we're air signs ruled by Venus, right? So don't let anybody tell you guys that you don't have a heart. All men have a heart, and a big one. Men are deeply feeling creatures. But you always check in with your heads too. You can be super pragmatic, but they want you to ask yourselves this: am I in my head or am I in my heart? And I wanted to ask, Are you in both? Yeah. And this is a card that I've never had fly out as long as I've had this deck. I love this question. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? This is about more than relationship. So I think in regards to relationship, you're thinking about a lot of things all at once, right? Is it worth the risk? Am I listening to my brain and my heart? And if I had a magic wand and I could have anything, what would I choose? And is that realistic? Some of us want a realistic thing. You don't need a magic wand for something realistic that's an attainable goal. So they want you to ask yourself, if you could have anything, what would it be? It's like, those are deep questions. I think we're done right there. But of course, they wanted tarot. So what's between you and this person? And I could be reading this person opposite you could be a feminine or a masculine, because I have same-sex and hetero couples here, or relationships here. But this person did come out as a queen. They can be a man, though, that is throwing queen energy, and queens just created an environment, okay? So what's between you and this person is the Two of Swords. So avoidant, blocked, at an impasse, and the challenge is this Ten of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So there could have been a pretty painful ending between the two of you. And you might have I have a feeling that you guys have already moved on, or you're trying to move on, or somebody could have been a player and hurt you. Maybe you got yourself hurt because you couldn't commit either. That happens. You're seeing yourself as the King of Wands. They're seeing themselves as a Queen of Pentacles. So you could be dealing with an earth sign, but not necessarily. You could have fire in your charts. So you guys are coming off as badass bachelors, owning it. A King of Wands, as you've always heard me say, can be difficult to get into a relationship. King or Queen of Swords is the hardest to get to commit, but they will commit. We all know as Kings of Swords, you will commit, but you're showing me King of Wands. So wanting to get attention, wanting to put yourself out there, wanting to feel passionate and confident and take the lead. You're visualizing and wanting long-term success in your life. Some of you are thinking about career, you're entrepreneurs. I love the King of Wands. I myself come out as the King of Wands in my own tarot readings by my psychic all the time. I'm like, oh, I'm loving this, you guys. Totally loving it. The way you feel about this person, so many cards flew out. And I clarified the shit out of this person because I don't think they're playing games intentionally. I think they're being calculated. And I don't think that they're aware of that they're being calculated. I'm seeing a person that is going through some systematic steps with you, and I don't know that it's working because you see yourself as the Emperor, Death, the Fool, and the Page of Wands. So I see you having complete and total control over your emotions. So a King of Wands will show emotion, enthusiasm, and passion in particular. But I think you're really trying to put your feelings in a box here. You do want something serious, but you're being very logical and very practical. I think there's been an ending and a transformation here for you. And I think you just want to have a fresh cycle and leave the past behind and get out there and have fun. If you want to start a new cycle with the same person, you definitely have been through a transformation that's given you an upgrade. You're showing me Emperor energy, but an Emperor does need an Empress energy. Even if it's another man, you need a complement to this. So I think you're in a place of transformation. And now you're the Fool, not tied down, Page of Wands, wanting excitement, wanting passion. So if this is an ongoing relationship and you've been through something painful, like for some of you, this Ten of Swords to the Knight of Wands is a health issue that someone needs to recover from, and they're not yet. And you're like, I'm getting bored. I want some fun. Let's take a trip. Let's do something different. It could be something like that too. If you're married and you're happy and you're not going to get a divorce, because I do have some married couples checking in. But your action towards this person, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Nine of Cups, I think you guys are good. Like you're just like, nope, I am focused on work. I'm busy. I'm going to stand my ground. I feel like I have the high road. I'm taking the high road here. I'm not afraid of an obstacle or a challenge. I think you're feeling like you need to defend yourself. Some of you have said, I'm working, I'm busy, I need to leave, you need to leave me be. and you're now happy. Like you stood up for yourself, you've put work into this, and now you're moving on towards wish fulfillment. Yeah, very much so. Which I like. I just feel like you're happy with where you're going, no matter what kind of relationship this is. So, your person showing me that they're the Queen of Pentacles. This could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, a married woman, or a married person. They could be married to you, but not necessarily. This person could be a business person. They could be doing very well for themselves. They're very grounded, they're very practical. Yeah, she's smiling. This person takes a very practical approach. That's how they see themselves. For some of them, they might live with their mother. I heard that just faintly just now, like a whisper. So that might be true for a few of you. That's not true for very many of you, though, because it was a faint whisper right at the end. The way they feel about you, the Ace of Cups, Strength, and then the Chariot. So I think this person is holding back. This might be a new relationship coming in for you. This person could be at somewhat of a distance from you. They do want to move forward. They're very determined, but they also have very strong feelings. But I'm seeing a little bit of start, stop, start. This person, for whatever reason, feels like it takes strength to have feelings for you, or they hold something back. They might also feel the need to be very persuasive. Look at her, how she's getting that lion to smile and do whatever she wants. She's got kind of the Midas touch. This person might move forward towards you or away from you. They might be new in town. They might travel for work. And I was like, how do they really? Okay, I'm liking this, but it's kind of different energy. So for some of you in a serious relationship that's committed, this is about like relocation and traveling for work, and it hurts for you to go, but you know it'll be happy and you're going to work a lot there and you're excited about it. And your wife or your person's like, I mean, I love you, but okay. But I think it's kind of a new relationship. I'm like, how are they really feeling? The High Priestess and the Magician, Jesus Christ. This person thinks they can manifest you on the surface, and they will manifest you from within as well. But this is a person that's just discovering their power in the relationship. Because I've got the Fool, the Magician, and the High Priestess. So 0, 1, 2, and an ace here. So this could be something new coming in on the heels, that's something that really hurt. But the High Priestess will keep a secret, and then the Magician will kind of be a trickster or try to impress you and show off. Like one minute they're elusive and mysterious, the next minute they're really manifesting. Yeah. It could be a younger person too, or again, a person trying to figure out and discover their power in the relationship. Lots of major arcana here: Pisces, Libra, Aries, Virgo, Cancer, Leo, Scorpio, Aries. It could be any sign at this point. And I was like, all right, what action are they going to take towards Libra, my guys? I laid a lot out because I wanted to see what their pattern was going to be. Page of Swords, they're curious but defensive. They might feel the need to protect themselves. They might be worried about gossip or communication. They might be spying on you. They might be a little stalky. Like they're interested, but she looks really defensive here. Like, whoa. And then Knight of Pentacles, like they'll put in the work, but they're at kind of a standstill. If this is an ex, they come with a big package and deliver it to you. 10 of Wands, this person could be moving, or they bury their head in work or their life. Like, oh my God, this is such a heavy burden. I work so hard. I just plod along. I'm curious and defensive. Wait, I don't know. But then they're like, oh gosh, did I mess up with this guy? Like now they're thinking about it. Look at him. He's like thinking about it. Oh my God, this stresses me out. They might take a break from you. You might not hear from them for 4 days, 4 weeks. It might have been 4 days or 4 weeks since you've heard from them. It might have been quite some time. Not necessarily though. And then the 2 of Wands, and they turn around and look back. So I'm like, okay, I think they're not entirely sure what to do. It's going to be a different scenario for each of you. And I do have, what's at the bottom? I've got the 5 of Wands, the King of Cups. There you are. You have, oh, this might be a person from the past. I think you have a lot of love for this person. I think you're nostalgic about them. You might have thought that they were a soulmate. You miss them. You miss the sweet times, but there's tension. There could be a group dynamic like friends, family, community, work, bullshit getting in the way. Three of Pentacles, you were working well together. Then there's a broken heart. It could have been a triangle. Things change by fate. A happy ending, the world, temper. Okay, I think this is over, or it will be soon. And whatever ending you have, and this Three of Swords could be COVID. I call the Three of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune now the COVID Wheel of Fortune. Like that could be affecting the relationship. Work could be affecting the relationship. I think a happy ending will happen though. Like, or at least the Ten of Cups is an ending that brings stability. And you're being divinely guided with Temperance here, looking towards the future. It might bore you a little bit. Yeah, there she is, or they are. So I see a King and Queen of Cups really separated by fate, by nostalgia. We could have built together, but the heartbreak, there was just this twist of fate. But I do think it was divinely guided. And the final outcome is the Six of Swords. So moving on to calmer waters at this point. You'll leave all this, but I clarified it and I got the Five of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. So here's the King and Queen of Pentacles. You both might be very mature. You could have been married to this person, but you don't not necessarily have to be. You're showing me two kings and an emperor here. So I do think that there's some residual resentment, or you've had to fight through a lot. One of you could have been older and the other one could have been younger. This could be very much focused on career and business now. Knowing that you need to play it small a little bit and be casual moving forward with a person because you really want to stay grounded and mature. Because you've got shit to do. You're very focused on yourself, your career, sitting on your throne here. I'm trying to see if any other messages come through. They might want to talk to you again. But there's this resentment between the two of you. And I think you've just fought through a lot of change. And now this was like a part of your personal development. The Page of Pentacles is about skill development to a degree. Some of you are focused on career now. Or like I said again, just, you know, it's this risk card. They just showed me this risk card again. Like, can I take a risk? Yeah, what risk can I take? A Page of Pentacles doesn't really need to take a risk because he's going to try it out in the 3D. And you're not showing me that you want to take a risk. If it was a risk, there would be like the Knight of Swords in reverse or the Two of Pentacles, which is juggling like, oh, what do I do? I think you're feeling really concrete about what you want and the final outcome here. I think that this person might be trying to complete a heavy cycle. They're a little defensive, but they are curious about you. They might have kind of trauma bonded with you and like did like oh, things are such a burden for me. I'm so busy, like I'm moving or I'm carrying this heavy burden, and they think about that heavy burden a lot, or they think about talking to you about it. Because sometimes the Page of Swords can be a little bit of a blabbermouth. And then they're like, oh, you know, this stresses me out. But wait, I'm going to turn around and look at this guy. Because they did feel a connection with you, with the High Priestess and the Magician. But that is that's two different energies. Like you can't figure a High Priestess out, but a Magician, well, they do sleight of hand. They believe they can manifest. They believe they can have the Midas touch. I think they believe they can manifest you, but for whatever reason, they're being strong and holding back, but then they're driven. So I am seeing just a little bit of back and forth. So again, I would end on these questions. You know, what can you risk today? Ask yourself honestly what you can risk, what you can't. Are you in your head or are you in your heart? And God, I love this. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desire in life, what would I choose? Tell me your answer in the comments. I don't even know the answer to that question. Okay, my kings. So that's your reading for just my Libra masculines. I hope it resonates with you guys and I hope it helps you. Now I can go to sleep because the good Lord, that King of Swords was going to get to me. I couldn't go to bed before I read for you guys. So I do hope it helps you. Book a private reading with me if you would like to work with me personally. For the record, 98% of my clients and are women, and 85% of my viewers are women. And I do read for men, and I thoroughly enjoy it. And I would be pleased to read for some of you guys or women dealing with Libra males because, we can be a handful. Us Libra, us Libras can be a handful. All right, my guys, I'm always listening to the universe for you. Take care of yourselves. I love you. I'll see you next time.